searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
The Crones of Crookback Bog. We have some poltergeist activity going on here. Baron, you might want to bring in an exorcist. How dare that... What is that, an end table or a bench? How dare that get in my way? So... This is interesting. I wonder, I'm assuming if we find Tamara in Oxenfurt, that'll affect the end of the quest line? I don't know. But we got some other stuff to do as well, I believe. We have some side quests. Read Ladies of the Wood. I mean, everything in Witcher 3 affects the end of the quest line for that particular zone, right? That's what's so amazing about the story in Witcher 3. Every decision you make, the order you do it in, all of it affects the outcome of particular quests, so you got to be very careful. It's been a while since I played Witcher 3, so I can't remember what the specific order is or anything like that. Of course, I never looked it up before, but you know, we'll play it by ear here. We have an invitation from Kira Metz, which I want to go do before we continue on with the Baron quest line. We have a Witcher contract. We also have this one. That's level 10 though. We'll save that. I don't really want to go to Novigrad yet, right? I don't want to go to Novigrad yet. I feel like that's the Novigrad reveal. The Novigrad, it's like going to Saint Denis. If any of you have played Red Dead Redemption 2, it's like going to Saint Denis the first time. Like, you don't want to spoil that for your character or spoil that experience. So we have this contract and we have this contract. This is level 10. I mean, it's 4 levels higher than us, but I'm confident we could do it. Let's do an invitation from Kira Metz first, since that's level appropriate. And then we'll do Ladies of the Wood, and then we'll do Family Matters. Yeah, let's do Kira Metz first. No pun intended. Pam-param. Oh, yeah. It's not an official playthrough until you hear Pam-param, sung by one of the guards. Oh, shit. What's going on here?
Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
Oh.
A ragdoll.
Yeah, Geralt isn't very sentimental. A ragdoll. I like that exchange. Let me... What do we have to sell? Anything before we head out? Let's make sure we're good. We do have some junk to sell.
Been the Smiths, lads.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile.
Yes, I fancy a gander. Oh, Wolf Queen. Hi there. Welcome.
Show me what you got.
Where's that? Yeah, we can sell all this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to sell any of the alchemy ingredients. We're good. Farewell.
See ya.
See ya. Let's go repair our stuff.
How may I assist you?
Wouldn't mind a look.
And then it's been a while. Let's see, repair. No items to repair. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Farewell.
So long.
That's a pretty horse. All right, we're good to go. We're off to talk to Kira. I don't know what that guy was battling about, but you know what? I ain't got time for it. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, the announcement is official. I intend to keep this upcoming schedule change ironclad and indefinite. But
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
I started streaming in, you know, pretty much late. Hold on a second. Oh, that's okay. There we go.
Got that arse's whipped like a Novigrad
I
whore.
started streaming in late August, basically the very tail end of August, early September, and I said from the start, you know, it was going to be a learning process, and I was going to continue to improve, and that process is going to continue. I want to provide the best experience I can for each and every one of you guys watching in the present and the future. So this schedule change is something that I've kind of made a decision towards after much thought and consideration, trying out different times, but this is it. This is the schedule I feel is going to work best for me and hopefully works best for all of you. And as I said, it's going to be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday mornings, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And the Witcher 3 playthrough will continue on Thursday and Friday mornings. So that's going to be the new schedule. And this will be the last stream in the 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. time slot.
There
That's
against
not
the
creepy
dark,
at all.
stormy
Slower.
Death, the severe master, will invite you to dance. You'll dance in a row, away from the dawn towards the dark lands. Rain will wash the tears, turn salt from your cheeks.
All right. Well,
Let's go.
that was interesting.
Could use some hair of the hound.
Well, I thought they were doing some shit there. I thought they were terrorizing some villages. That guy was just taking a whiz. Nothing to see here. Okay.
Let's go.
Out of the way. Jeez. Lady had a death wish. What a juke at the last second. Oh, look at this.
Right, me lovers, to work! As a bunch,
This is
lads.
pathetic, guys. Really? Come on. Come on.
Gonna kill them! Ow! Got him.
He got me, though. Unacceptable. Ah! Right out of reach. What are we doing here? Horse head to head. Oh! Yeah! There we go.
Piss off, or you still got legs.
Come back here, buddy. Oh, look at this. Hi there. Nice. Stick him with the pointy end. Like how the finishers are as brutal as needed, as necessary. That guy, he just required a poke. That's all that was needed to finish him off. That's a nice horse, but you know, it's inferior to Roach. Let's just be real, okay? Most horses are. Wow, we have a straggler. You know, you would think if you were going to ride up on the Witcher, you'd wear something more than just your underwear. I mean, I'm just saying. Come on, man, that was a fluke. Come on back. Come on. Come on. Here's some wolves. I don't think they want to.
Go, go.
Oh, wait, we got a sharp turn here.
Slower.
Let's see what Kira wants.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Oh. Nothing unusual going on here.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage he says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
All right, we got a lot to unpack here. I mean, let's start with we'll work our way from the bottom to the top.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
I mean, I feel like we already know what she's doing in Valen. Let's get a brief recap.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you like a look.
Very much so.
Okay. It was a very flirtatious, very much so. I mean, yeah, looks great. Alright, here we go.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Okay, we already asked her last episode or last stream, like playing the village witch. Why Valen? Okay, we've got enough. Back to the topic again.
Changing the subject.
Why'd you want a magic lamp?
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Said you had a request for me.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did. and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer, you've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serad, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Alright, bottom to top, here we go.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Why do you want to lift the curse?
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is.
Right.
The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
I'll help you.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Oh, great, thanks. Appreciate that. Why won't you go with me? Yeah, that's a good question.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use.
Good one,
Provided
Geralt.
rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
Alright, the magic lamp, how's it work?
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance.
Oh, nice.
You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Alright, so, yeah, we got a cell phone. Yeah, let's ask about the cell phone.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
Right.
Are they hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything
So how'd she
like
get
it.
one?
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Okay, it's a mage thing. Gotcha. Yeah, oh, there it is. There's my question. Where'd you get the Xenovox?
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
All right, I'm off to Fyke Isle.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
No problem. So, yeah, let's check this. There we go. Off to Fyke Isle we go. So, Penny, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope all is well on your end. We're going to have to sail. I have to do some seafaring here. Lake faring. Ooh, man, that's for the drown.
Stench.
Come on. There's our boat. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have anyone drowned. Is there a line or something? Take him. Okay, let's see if I remember how to steer. Okay, so accelerate. S is to slow down. Okay, off we go. Roach, behave yourself. Stay safe.
Geralt, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's slow it down.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
What is this down here? Ah, Sacrificial Altar. Great. is this? Ooh. Is that an upgrade? Look at that. We look svelte, don't we? Yeah.
Faster.
Come on, let's go. Now that combat takes some getting used to. Let's go. Let's switch. Circle around. I'm gonna this one.
Lost your nerve?
Parries.
Come on, come closer.
There's a nice dodge on their part. Okay, good shot. Well played on their part. There we go.
What now? Come on. I like that silver.
Look at those bees. Those are not bees. That's some plague of death shit right there. Those are not bees. Roach, just to be safe, I'm going to leave you out here. There's the tower full of mice. Optional. Use the magic lamp to find ghosts. Let's see. This is definitely a
Let's
ghost.
try Kira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with you?
I don't know. So what? Burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
How do you like that cylinder? Ooh, he's got some moves. Come on. Really?
Time to end this.
And we did it. Oh. Yep. Died with a foot up in the air.
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed?
Well, we don't have mice in here. We do have rats. Definitely a tower full of rats. Oh, there's some rotting fish. It's got to smell wonderfully in here. Just wonderfully.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
The plot thickens.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
So why were they rebelling?
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Yeah, Kira doesn't like rats. That's right, I forgot. Who is it? Oh, it's a cellar.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Well, let's go investigate. I mean, that's the only thing to do. Someone was knocking. Oh, hello there.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
So they were rats carrying a plague. They were sick, definitely, that's for sure. All right, back up we go. What's on here? Lock? Okay.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head. But one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
So what were they doing with the rats? We know there... Okay, so there was like a rebellion. There was an uprising. We know there were plagued rats or sick rats in the cellar or the basement. The plot thickens. Well, we definitely have some poltergeist activity. Definitely have some poltergeist activity. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Well, that's definitely the lever for something. Probably the way up. Can I examine this? Can I examine the handprint?
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Open sesame. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Yeah. Pretty well equipped with bodies. Mage Alexander's Log Part 2. I never liked rats, not because they're obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself. And, what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first, I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the test. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Vesserad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme. But he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made of lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman. But as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which, I must admit, irritates the scholar in me. But, as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
I'm a witcher, no need to fear me. Would she even know what a witcher is?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
The Mage of the Tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened in the tower?
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Both of these are good questions. Let's ask what the potion was.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they harm you?
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds.
Oh.
And I couldn't move.
Oh.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Ugh.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Dang. That is brutal. What a horrible, horrible way to go. Can you talk to the other souls?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
So how can I help this spirit find rest? That's the question.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a race?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
Possibly. Tell me more about this lover boy.
Your beloved. Who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Fine. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Girl suffered enough.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... what if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
let's look around some more.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Yeah, he was a sick bastard. That much is clear. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Visarid, I hope that's how you say his name, is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I've tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning. But that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So he was trying to invent a cure for the plague. In the name of science. Which, you know, many disgusting acts have been done in the name of science. This is one of them, obviously. These experiments. So this mage was experimenting with the plague, and it got out of hand when the commoners had their little uprising.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Yeah. I would agree, Geralt. Well. Look at this. Assassin's trousers.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you! Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Hear about Annabelle.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
You loved Annabelle?
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
A tragic love tale as old as time.
What happened on Fyke Isle?
Minus the
You
plague
gotta
and the
tell me.
rats and all that.
Twere Millie, Finch, and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
What exactly did you say?
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison Annabelle took. It was a sleeping potion that paralyzed her while rats ate her alive. I don't know if Geralt's going to go that in-depth on it. We'll see if he spares the gory details.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... She was alive the whole time?
I guess he didn't spare the gory details.
Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
Not your fault.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
Very wrong. You can still help Annabelle.
Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds
Come on, man,
Fyke
make
Isle.
this right.
Those are her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
I guess that's it. Oh, shit. What?
Looks like rain. Dead. Annabelle's no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta. And now she's free.
Damn. What the hell? Are you kidding me? We got baited into that. We played right into her plan. Is there a follow-up? Plague Maidens. That was her. Let's see. Is there? Let's see if there's a. That's not it. Characters. Let's see. Yeah, Okay. That's Annabelle. The grisly death must somehow put a curse on her. Geralt agreed to take the young woman's remains to her love to give her proper burial. Geralt hoped this would lift the evil spell on the cursed owl and bring Annabelle peace at long last. Sadly, when Geralt took to be the ghost of an innocent woman was in fact death and disease in spirit form, a being known as a Pesta or Plague Maiden. Having lured Geralt into the open, it killed the unfortunate Graham and then escaped to spread the pox and feed on human suffering. It is possible that incident caused the local outbreak of Catriona that devastated the kingdom of Carrick and sowed the seeds of the coastal city's ultimate downfall. Damn. I mean, we lifted the curse on Fyke Isle. But at what cost?